With the 10th overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks drafted and traded a young guard out of Kentucky to the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's an elite defender with heart, energy, and much more, and his name is Mr. Cason Wallace. Welcome to Basketball Intuition. I'm your host, Ethan Simon. Today we're going to be talking about Cason Wallace and the Oklahoma City Thunder. So we're going to start the video with his build, then go to the defense, and then all the other offensive stuff after that. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get straight to the build. Okay, so Cason is between 6'3 and 6'4, but the impressive part about his measurements is he has a 6'8.5" wingspan. I will say with his strength and his wingspan, he plays much bigger than his size. He is 21 years old, turning 22 in November, and if I had to give you any fast facts, I would tell you that he is very focused, energized, and just in general a very fun player to watch. Okay, so now to the defense. This is the most important and the best part about Cason Wallace's game, and there's so many things for us to talk about, I don't even know where to start. So let's just start with like his hands. If you are not aware, Cason Wallace is a ball hawk, and he be disrespectful with it sometimes. He will grab that ball and rip it out of your hands, and it's funny because like he's kind of nonchalant with it. A big part about him being able to get his hands in on plays that he's not supposed to is his anticipation. He has S-tier anticipation all around the court, and with that he gets some crazy deflections. In general, he is just a defensive playmaker. He makes stuff happen, and we got to see stuff like this throughout the playoffs a lot, just getting him out on the floor and him harassing offensive players. And when we talk about the playoffs in general, I was just really excited for him that he was able to get on the floor and play real minutes as a second-year player. And the only negative thing I'm going to say right now about the defense is throughout the playoffs he was just fouling a lot, but whenever you have Cason Wallace, that's what you're going to get sometimes. He is very handsy. He doesn't care if you're big, small, he's going to put his hands on you. And whenever I think about that kind of stuff, I was thinking about game 7 whenever he was literally holding and grabbing TJ McConnell's arm. Okay, let's get back on track. Just overall, he's a very fun point of attack defender. You know, he can guard you 94 feet if he wants to or if he has to. And you can tell that this man played football by the way that he beats you to your spot whenever he's sliding defensively. And yes, the on-ball defense is very good. It's very exciting. It's a lot of fun to watch. But also, I really want to highlight the help defense. With his hands being so good, his anticipation, he's just so good in the driving and passing lanes. And then another thing with the help defense is he has great defensive IQ in general, but also he does a great job at switching around. He rotates very well around the court. I felt like he was a very smart help defender. And then another thing with the on-ball defense, when we're talking about pick and roll defenders, I mean, he is top tier. He does so well getting around screens, communicating it with his teammates. And me personally, I just love a good pick and roll defender. 2 or 3 more things about the defense. With his long wingspan and his great anticipation as well as timing on the court, he's a very good shot blocker, and especially on those jump shots, I was really impressed. He takes a great angle when he's contesting jump shots. I probably should have led with this, but I'll throw it in now. He is always giving full effort. He is not scared to dive on the floor, scrape an elbow for a loose ball, and I just love that. Players that are willing to put their body on the line to win a game, especially when we get deep in the playoffs. And then the last thing I have is the rebounding. I didn't want to throw this into a section by itself because I'm not going to talk about it long enough, but I was just impressed with how often he's able to get in on the offensive glass. In his rookie season, he averaged 2.3 rebounds a game with 1.6 defensive and 0.6 offensive. And then this last season with more minutes, of course, he was able to average 3.4 rebounds a game, 2.3 defensive, and 1 offensive a game. And also, I'll just throw this in there now, he was almost averaging 2 steals a game. For a second-year player, that is just incredible. So now let's take this opportunity to transition over to the shooting side of things. So let's talk about the jump shot. I really like his jump shot. I think his form is really good. He's got a quick trigger as well, especially on the catch and shoot. I just thought his catch and shoot motion looked really smooth all the time. Now, this last season, he was really struggling with his catch and shoot efficiency. He shot 37% on catch and shoot threes, but last season in his rookie year, he shot 44% on catch and shoot threes. And just in general, he was much more efficient in his rookie season from 3, but we just have a lot of players that go through sophomore slumps, so I'm not worried about it at all. And then another thing about his inefficiency sometimes is the fact that his misses aren't usually very far off. There were so many times throughout the playoffs where his shots were literally just going in and out of the rim. A lot of them should have fell. So let's talk more percentages real quick. And as we know, if you have ever watched Cason Wallace play before, you know about that corner 3. And I will say again, he was not as efficient from the corners this season than he was last season. He only shot 33% from the corners in this regular season. In the postseason, he shot 21% from the left corner and 50% from the right corner for a total of 41.6% from the corners in the postseason. But then if we go back to his rookie season, overall, he shot almost 45% on the corners. And typically, he is better from the corners than he is above the break. In the postseason, we saw him shoot 29% above the break, but in the regular season, he shot 37.5%. So his efficiency is kind of all over the place, but he has a good form. He's got a smooth motion, so I'm not worried about it at all. Last percentage I'm gonna hit you with, he shot 57% in the clutch in the regular season. He had some really big time shots. If you go to NBA.com and you look at clutch stats, that would put him as one of the most efficient and clutch shooters last season. Now you might ask, where is he getting these 3-point shots from? We're gonna get into that in a minute, but how he's able to get these catch and shoot shots, he moves very well around the perimeter, finding open space on the perimeter to get his shot off, making himself available and making it easy for his teammates to get him the ball. Now let's get to the mid-range game. We're gonna get to more shot creation in a second, but I will say the mid-range is really there if you did not know that. I will say his pull-up really looks very Anthony Edwards-esque. And my favorite part about the mid-range is how good his footwork looks, especially on step backs and stuff like that. And he was able to get to those pull-up middies a lot more than he was pulling up from 3. Last season, he shot 26 pull-up threes and he shot 38 pull-up mid-ranges. And in that pull-up mid-range area, he was shooting 34%. This is another thing that we're going to talk more about later, but he does a really good job attacking closeouts whenever he's on the perimeter. Just a little pump fake and then get to that mid-range area and pull up. That was something I liked a lot. If you're still here and enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button. It helps out a smaller creator out like myself much more than you realize. Now let's get over to the playmaking and the ball handling. Let us start with the ball handling, and I will say for him to really maximize his potential on the offensive side, he's going to need more shot creation. How is he going to get better shot creation? I will say number one, he's going to need a tighter and more controlled handle. That would be very nice. As well as a little bit more speed and burst off the dribble. And I will say right now, it's not really much of a problem, I would say, because it's not his role and he knows that. Hopefully next season it will be his role, but a lot of time he's making the right play. But whenever you know like Shai or J-Dub isn't on the court, he is much more confident putting the ball on the floor and letting it fly. I could have said that in a much better way. I mean, he's not out there forcing shots all the time. But just in general, you'd like to see him be able to get into his bag more. And I will say he looks very confident whenever he's driving to the left side. And this is where I'm going to bring back him attacking closeouts. Like I said earlier, he does a really good job at doing that. He uses it to get to the inside, the mid-range, shoot his step back. And in general, from a guard that can shoot the ball, you want him to be able to attack closeouts confidently, and he does that. Now, whenever we talk about the playmaking, his playmaking is really simple, and it's not really anything that flashy or crazy. He makes a lot of really simple passes, but really that's what you need sometimes. His vision isn't anything crazy. He's not making any wild passes all the time. It's pretty basic for the most part. Now, I will say my favorite part about his playmaking is whenever he is out there running a guard-to-guard type pick and roll. He's out there setting screens a lot more than people realize, and he does such a great job at passing out of that roll to somebody out in the corner or another big man down low, those little dump-off passes or pocket passes. And that's where I felt like his playmaking was really good, and you can put that on any NBA team and it's going to be valuable. And I also thought he did really good in the driving kick, getting to the inside, kicking it back out or to the mid-range area. And also whenever he's in those type situations, he can dump it off, he can throw up a lob, he can make a bounce pass to the cutter, he can do all those little things. But just in general in the transition, I thought he was really good as a passer and as a scorer. He's very quick, he covers ground very good, he's got good basketball IQ, and if you sleep on him with a full head of steam getting down in transition, he will throw down a dunk and dunk on you. He's a pretty low turnover guy. Sometimes there are some really ugly turnovers, but again, we're talking about a second year player. I'm not too worried about that at all. Now let's get over to the finishing side of things, because whenever his 3-point shot is not falling, this is the way that he is able to still put points on the board. And if I'm being honest, he's a craftier finisher than he ever gets credit for. It might not look like anything crazy whenever he's scoring on the inside, but he gets the job done. He shot 66% in the restricted area and 46.5% in the paint non-restricted area. I will say his touch is fairly inconsistent. There are a lot of times wherever he's missing easy ones that I feel like he should be making, like little floaters and stuff. When we're talking about the floater game, I kind of wish he got to it more. And I just feel that way about his offense in general, because there's just so much going on in OKC. And I just wish sometimes we got to see him with the ball in his hands more. But again, he just won a championship with the best team in the league with 2 really great isolation scorers. Let me not even say really great elite ISO scorers in J-Dub and Shai. I thought his touch high off the glass was pretty good there. And he also really likes those scoop shots on the inside. Again, his touch is kind of inconsistent around there, but he likes those scoop shots. I do think in general, he is a smart finisher with the way he goes about how he's getting the shot off. He takes good angles around the rim, using it to protect himself. And the best place where we got to see that work is for a guard for his size. In the dunker spot, he really gets to work there. And also it kind of plays into it. He makes some really good timely cuts off the ball. We see him cutting behind the defense a lot of the time whenever they're sleeping. And he finishes through contact exceptionally well. I love pulling out this percentage whenever I can, so I hope you're as excited as I am about this. He was in the 91st percentile in and one percentage. That is great. Whenever somebody fouls him, whenever he's shooting the ball, he shot 46.7%. Again, that is incredible. So on cleaning the glass, he is listed as a combo guard. And whenever you click on the and one percentage, and for who cleaning the glass has listed as a combo guard, that puts him in the top 10. And that's all I had to talk about for Cason Wallace today. I just wanted to look at OKC's depth chart real quick to talk about their offseason moves. They didn't really pick up anybody or lose anybody significantly. A lot of these guys got re-signed to long-term contracts. And just every time I look at this OKC roster, their depth is just ridiculous. OKC fans, NBA fans, let me know what you think about Cason Wallace going into this next season, if you think he can take a jump offensively and take on maybe a little bit more responsibility. And also, OKC fans, let me know how you're feeling about next season. I mean, if I were you, I'd be feeling pretty good. Y'all just won a championship and kept everybody. And if you are new here, the last segment of the day, it's my favorite segment of the day. It should be your favorite segment of the day. It's the best segment of the day. It's the comment of the day. If you don't know what the comment of the day is, it is my favorite comment from the previous video, really from wherever. It can be about anything. I do not care what it's about. It's just my favorite comment. Today we have 2 comments of the day, and I'm bringing up both of these because these are probably going to be my 2 next videos. So I wanted to see if you guys were excited about these or if you wanted to see these at all. So let me know in the comments if you want to see these videos. Number 1 one is going to be from Dribble Billy. He says Dyson Daniels is one of the best 22-year-old guards and the best defender in any young guard. Would love to see you break down his game. Also just found you today, but if you're still doing Summer League, guys, and you haven't done a breakdown on Trey Johnson, I'd be very interested in that. If you also feel that way about Trey Johnson, you should check out my Trey Johnson video. I'm pretty sure it's titled The Washington Wizards Are Cooking. So let me know if y'all want to see a Dyson Daniels video. I'm pretty confident that's going to be the next video. And then the second comment of the day is going to be from Dark Boy. He said, yo bro, can you please make a Peyton Watson video? He says he is a solid perimeter defender with a very good, I mean really great rim protection and back help defense talent as a non-big. Just 22 years old, showed potential in hitting the three and from the mid-range, averaged 1.3 blocks a game last season and 1.1 throughout his career in the NBA. This dude blocked Alex R 3 times in a single possession and blocked Curry 3 times in a single game in his rookie season. I think those are two really great players that I'd love to make videos about. As always, if there are any other players that you guys want to see me make videos about, you know, just let me know. I'm open to all suggestions, especially at this point in the offseason where I'm struggling with ideas. I cannot promise you that I'm going to make that video, but I will absolutely put it in my notes as into consideration. Okay, now we're all done with video stuff. We just get to relax for a minute. I'm not going to take up too much time, but I just wanted to chat with y'all for a minute. This is the longest that I've gone since like November for not posting. I didn't post for a full 7 days, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I got a lot going on, man. I can confidently say that I am struggling in life, but it is okay. I'm going to be transparent with y'all, so you can always be transparent with me. If you're not doing well, you can always hit my DMs if you want to talk about something. My Instagram is down below, you know, or just in the comments. Let me know how y'all are feeling, if you're doing well, if you're not doing well. And through this rough stretch of my life right now, don't take this as me forcing it onto you or trying to make you do anything that you don't want to do or not comfortable with. There's only one thing that has kept me afloat, and that's been able to get me through this rough period. And it is this right here. If you do not know what this is a Bible. Again, I'm not forcing nothing on you. I'm just letting you know my personal experience. And for anybody that has not ever read this book or even considered reading this book, I would highly recommend. Scripture is incredibly powerful, and I promise you that it is, in fact, life-changing. Hopefully, I'll come back at y'all in a couple days with another video. Again, I hope you're all doing well. And if you're not doing well, I hope it gets better for you very soon. I appreciate your support so much. It means the world to me. This is my biggest passion. So having people on here that support me, it means a lot. And yeah, man, I'm going to see you all in the next video. Take care of yourself. Peace out.